Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you, depending on where you're watching us from. Certain developments. Igbos are overcrowded in Lagos because federal government has refused to develop their seaports and airports. Malcolm Omirobo, you know this current lawyer that appeared in court with native, juju man's attire. He's defending the Igbos against what Tinubu said, that Peter Obi did not do well and a lot of Anambra people flocked to Lagos. Is Tinubu correct about that? Let's look at it. A popular lawyer, Malcolm Omirobo, has reacted to the claims which the presidential candidate of APC, Bola Tinubu, made towards Peter Obi that the former governor of Anambra State was responsible for the migration of Igbo people to Lagos due to the fact that he did not develop the state he once governed. Did you believe that story? Are you going to believe that story? When did Peter Obi rule Anambra? When was he governor? Hasn't Igbos been going to Lagos from time immemorial? Even before Tinubu was born, Igbos have been going to Lagos. And why Igbos are flocking to Lagos en masse, according to this lawyer, it is nothing because the federal government refused to develop the seaports in Igbo land. Instead, the federal government is building dry ports in Ibadan. Dry ports where there is no water. Instead of dredging the waters going to the east, they wouldn't. And lately, okay, Buhari government, his own is to move barges to, from, the ones that can manage small waters. The containers would have come to Lagos, he'll now move it to. That is after each container have been charged maybe 100,000 or 200,000 from due to moving it from one location to the other in Lagos. So what Tinubu said, I don't think it makes sense. And that is why this lawyer, I liked him so much, and I believe he will go far. He's, appearing in the news very well recently. So the lawyer took to his verified social media handle, and he noted that the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi is not to be blamed for the huge number of Igbos that are going to Lagos State. It is not Peter Obi's fault. Even before Peter Obi became governor, Igbos have been moving to Lagos en masse. But who should be blamed? The federal government's refusal in developing the region's seaports and airports. That is the major problem. So Igbos are flocking to Lagos where there is business activities. And by the way, Igbos control the wharf in Lagos, clearing and forwarding there. Igbo control it. Though Nigeria is a very trickish country. They give the monitoring to the north through the custom agents. We understand what is happening in this country. And this is why we are agitating. Because if the country has been fair, just like they give monopoly to certain people, that is why Ibeto is not in cement today. So if the country has been fair, Igbos will not agitate. These are reasons why Igbos are agitating, that the country is not fair to them, that they want to leave. A silly country, very silly country. Imagine there was a time only this particular person is importing something for about 120 million people. They will just give license to one person because it's their own. Obasanjo closed down Ibeto cement so that Dangote would sell, because Dangote contributed during the launching of his library. I think Dangote donated 200 million naira. So Ibeto cement has to close down, and about 4,000 people lost their jobs. That is the silly country you want us to remain in. You are beginning to see reasons why we don't want to be here. There is a particular saying in my place. You cannot stand on the door that nobody will pass and you don't want to also pass. It's either you give way. That is the situation of Ndibo here. They don't want us to go. They don't want Biafra to go. But they are doing everything to make it uncomfortable for us. Peter Obi declared president. Look at the kind of attacks he's getting. Yet they want Igbos to stay at our detriment when things are not going well for us. These are part of the reason why a lot of Igbos are agitating. I'm happy Omirobo is not an Igbo person. And he has also seen it. Go to Apapa area, Wharf, Westminster. These are places we've been. You will see trucks parked, queuing for petrol. And there are the other sides, trucks that are heading to get goods out from the wharf. There is so much congestion there. Why? Because in that region, in the south, it's like even the Port Harcourt port and Calabar port, they are not functioning at full capacity. Because Lagos is like the only functioning port. Somehow, there was a time I called people who are in the port authority. They will give you calls. Oh, it's working. Then call on try to reach on a port. They will tell you Ro-Ro vessel cannot come in. The ones importing cars. So if you want to import car, you have to go through Lagos. It's only recently that you can fly from Enugu to Ethiopia at the same rate as flying from Lagos to Ethiopia. Recently. They almost closed down Enugu airport. If not for the shouts, the cries of Ndibo and the protests. This is the country you want us to stay in. And Tinubu, in his sincere mind, or in a corrupt mind, because he shouldn't be the one that is saying that. He knows why. He knows why. And let me tell you, I am afraid of Tinubu's presidency. Because Tinubu will not, he knows what to do, but he will not do it. He would rather block. If Tinubu has a way of stopping the waters from flowing to the east, he will stop it. These are part of the people making an Igbo. You know, they're trying to strangulate us economically. He knows why Igbos are trooping en masse to Lagos. Because they are businessmen. They're itinerary people. They go to where it happens. They want to do trade. If you want to know, if you want Igbo's movement to Lagos to reduce en masse, just let them dredge the waters in the east. And okay, they can start at dredge Calabar Seaport and One, Port Harcourt. Let it just function at full capacity. Lagos will be decongested. I don't say nothing will happen in Lagos, but it will be totally decongested. So this is a very wrong statement from Tinubu. He should apologize to Ndibo for that. Aside politics, so he should apologize to Ndibo. Ndibo have been going to Lagos and have been to Lagos before Tinubu was born. So when the Peter Obi became governor, just yesterday that Peter Obi became governor, he said Peter Obi did not do well, and that is I beg, these politicians, they are full of provocations. So this lawyer, this fine lawyer that is rising, and I believe the sky is not his limit, Omirobo Malcolm, he said, Igbos overcrowding Lagos because federal government deliberately refused to develop their seaports and airports. It has nothing to do with Obi's refusal to develop Anambra. One will not be wrong to say that Lagos is largely known to accommodate many Nigerians from all walks of life, causing an increase in its population. Yes, because of the business there, certainly people go to where they will do business. Any area that has a functioning seaport functioning at full capacity, what do you expect? People will flock to that area to do business. Meanwhile, thank you, Malcolm Omirobo. You are a fine lawyer, you are rising, and it's good to rise by saying the truth. Viewers, what do you think? Now here the pack go for this one. Please share this video widely. If you are not subscribed, subscribe please. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube first, yes. Bye-bye for now.